All right, let's cut across to our reporters now. Gaurav Sawant joins us live from Singapore now. Pranay Upadhyay is with us here in the studio. Gaurav, hello there. You're almost there, halfway there where the Prime Minister is right now. But reflect a little bit upon what we have seen already. India and Japan, very natural partners, have been partners for a while, but the crucial timing of this entire meet and perhaps could not be stressed upon more. What do you think makes this relationship even more special to take it, to give it that special attention that it's getting now?
So these are two very powerful economies and two very powerful friends who are coming together to forge even a closer bond. I had accompanied Prime Minister Narendra Modi when he visited Japan for the first time in 2014 as Prime Minister of India. And that time it was that reflection on close bonds, not only at government to government level, but also people to people and civilization level, where they wanted Kyoto, which is one of the most religious places in Japan, and Kashi to be linked together. Kashi and Kyoto as two civilizational cities bonding together. The Prime Minister spoke of the relationship between Japan and India, Suzuki and Daikin, their success stories. And he wants more Japanese investment in India. And Japan has been investing very heavily in India, including in infrastructure. The success of the metro story, the Shinkansen or the bullet train that's coming to Maharashtra. And of course, it's been in the works for the past 10 years and more. But how do you take this relationship forward? Not just, to the bullet train and bridges, but also in space. So there's conversation on the lunar mission. India and Japan working together. Now, Japan has surplus funds, and those funds can be invested not just in India, but Japan and India together can invest those funds in other countries and, have a very powerful democracies operating together. Now, do keep in mind, with America putting undue pressure on India, Japan too is the kind of now withstanding that pressure and pushing back. Difficult for Japan since it's an ally state protected by the United States of America. But look at how Japan has responded. South Korea is also wanting to kind of hit back or at least stand up to American bullying. And where does that strength come from? From a country like India that stands tall.
Right. Gaurav, you spoke a lot about the transactions, and the Prime Minister put it very nicely. He said, you have the tech, we have the talent. It's a marriage that has to happen and perhaps inevitable in a way. But look at geopolitics and the way it's evolving right now. New world order, as we say, is in the works. What do you think makes Japan such an important ally at a time when the Prime Minister is also trying to make an Asian outreach?
So, Sonal, one very important aspect about India-Japan relationship is the sustained growth of that relationship through governments and with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, irrespective of who the Prime Minister in Japan may be. He's kept in touch with everyone. Even today, he's met with two former Prime Ministers of Japan. You'd recall how close he was to Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, late Shinzo Abe, and the Prime Minister met his widow after he was sadly killed. But if you look at that entire relationship, the effort is to ensure that these two countries, they're very, very powerful countries. Japan has technology and it has funds. India has the talent and it has the best returns on funds. The Prime Minister said it is contributing 18% to global GDP. People invest in India because they get great returns on their investment in India. Now, how can that relationship be taken forward that's mutually beneficial for people? Also, people to people. Look, the number of people who will travel from India to Japan, skilled and semi-skilled labor. Japan requires both. India can provide both. So this is where people to people cooperation also, the effort is to take it forward. Civilizationally, Kyoto, Kashi and other cities, when they come together, it just takes this relationship forward, mutually beneficial and beneficial for other countries too.
Right. So this is part one of the trip that the Prime Minister is making. Japan, perhaps the friendly country that has been going on for a while. That relationship has been going strong, now going to another level. But the trickier part is going to be what happens in China, which everybody's got eyes on. And Gaurav is obviously on his way there. We'll catch up all the updates with him there as well. Thanks so much, Gaurav, for joining us.